Are we live? We on? What's up, everyone? Welcome to HollerCast. My name is Josh, and we are live. This is LiveStream 2. So we've decided we're going to do this every Tuesday night from 8 to 10. We're going to just do live streams, and because why not, right? We need to produce more content. Thank you all so much for joining us. Please remember to share this video far and wide. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And you know, I was shipping out I sell watches, so I was shipping out a watch the other day, Chase, and I was like, man, if we only had a pack and ship restaurant around here I could go to.
Josh, it's funny you mentioned that.
Yeah.
We have a sponsor.
We do.
I don't know if you remember that.
Big Al's Pack and Ship. You should check him out. He's off Roan Road in Spruce Pine. He is our very first sponsor. And after you get done shipping with Big Al's Pack and Ship, slide on downtown to the Moondust Lounge and grab you a bite to eat, maybe have a drink or two, listen to some live music, hang out with them. We got to shout them out because we're working with them also. More on that later.
Thank you, Tony.
Yes. Thank you both.
We appreciate it.
Thank you both.
Oh, and I had somebody ask me where Big Al's was the other day. So it's off Roan Road, which Roan Road is just the extension of Upper Street in Spruce Pine that goes down.
Yes.
So
yes,
he is literally right before you get to
Webb's Funeral Home.
Funeral Home.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
On the right.
Chase's camera is tilted pretty far down. It's not where it should be.
Showing my torso off to the world.
How's that?
Looks fine. I think you could zoom in just a little more.
I can't.
Oh. It looks fine now. Your arm isn't shot anymore.
Good. Okay. Good. Alrighty. Sorry about the technical difficulties, everybody.
We're constantly trying to make this better, though.
Yes. We want this to be the best show we can possibly make with the highest production value we can possibly come up with.
I'm the highest production value?
Right now, yeah.
No, you're pretty good, bud.
Yeah, you are.
I'll be honest.
Yeah, you're pretty
You
good.
should pursue a career in this.
Maybe.
I'm feeling that there's a career track here. Honestly.
I agree and disagree at the same time. I'm not sure.
I know I told you this last week, but it's true.
Yeah.
I've had several people comment to me how well this is done. And that is in no small part
By the
due
way,
to your expertise.
Wait, where's my camera? Crap. Wait.
Boom.
Alrighty. Sorry, everybody. Sorry for the technical. We're still learning. We're still...
this is live.
Yeah, this is live.
This
We're
is
still
where
learning.
we learn.
All right. I can actually... I'll leave it on. So, yeah, we need to take a minute and just mention, obviously, what happened. We've had some terrible news out of Nashville, Tennessee. There was a mass shooting incident at a school in Nashville, and it's just absolutely tragic. And we are so sorry. We send our most sincere condolences to the family and friends of everyone who is involved, even to the perpetrator of such a horrific act. They were obviously very mentally disturbed to do something so heinous, and it really is a tragedy that we want to take a minute and just send our condolences to everyone involved.
Boy, I feel like we do this a lot.
We do. And I don't think there's an easy answer. I feel like to come up with an answer, we have to first diagnose the problem.
Yeah, and that's very difficult.
It is.
Because I think a lot of it is on a case-by-case basis.
It
in
is.
some ways, at
It
least.
is.
I think there's probably some common themes, but...
Oh, sure. It's just, ever since Columbine, this has been something that...
a regular part of our lives.
Yeah, it is. And what I don't understand is there's way more countries in the world that have firearms and guns. And I'm not going to get into the whole gun debate. That's not where I'm going at all. I don't want to get into that. This show is not the place for that. My question is, with all the other countries that have guns, why are we the ones with this problem? Why is the United States unique in this area? it's really something that's super baffling to me.
Well, I think I definitely don't know why.
Oh, I don't either. I'm asking.
But I know we are an example. Like
Mm-hmm.
like, well, I think when people from other countries look at us, I think they think that's one of the core tenets of what they think is Second Amendment gun ownership.
Yep, a lot of times they do.
And I think they wonder why these things happen, but I'm not always so sure it's just as simple as banning guns. It's obviously not.
It's a multifaceted problem, and I think it starts at home, like everything else. Everything else starts at home. It starts at home with the families.
Yeah.
Just like we were talking about on our last episodes with Jennifer and with the one coming up in a couple of weeks that you will see that we've pre-taped. There's just a lot, so many factors that go into this, but they all lead to that one thing, and it's, I don't know.
Well, I think regardless, we have a duty to, as citizens and as kind people of the world, to make sure that our children, and to take care that our children grow up in safe and nurturing households.
Absolutely.
And I don't know I think that is strikingly uncommon these days, Josh.
I agree with that, especially after talking to some of the people that we've talked to in the past on the show. I agree with that. I think it is becoming less and less common for children to have stable households, to have stable upbringings, and that is so sorely missed, and it's just so needed.
Well, I think it goes back to a theme that we've talked about before, is that I think starting to look back inward, and that includes in your own household, that includes in your own community, because I've said this before, it takes a village to raise a child.
It does. It does.
Part of the reason we were, I feel like we both think that we were probably very lucky to grow up in the community that we did, that it was as close knit, and we knew that we had people in our lives that loved us and cared about us, even outside of our family.
Sure. Sure.
And that's not something that's, I don't think that's a value for a lot of people these days.
It's not common in big cities. After talking with Jennifer, and I lived in Johnson City, which is by no stretch of the imagination a big city. But I even felt this there. You don't feel the sense of community in a city that you do in a small town like we live in.
No, you don't.
You don't feel. I mean, I knew one neighbor out of the whole apartment complex I lived in. I knew one neighbor, and he was a cool dude. His name was Tom. Awesome dude. He was a Vietnam vet. He had 2 matching Corvettes, and I was leaving one day to come back home, spend the weekend, and he come up to me and he's like, "Leave on the weekends?" I was like, "Yeah, I go back home to Spruce Pine, then come back on Monday for school and stuff." And he was like, "I keep a watch on the place. Don't you worry about nothing."
Right.
I got you. I was like, "Dude, you're the man." He was super cool. He'd sit out in his lawn. We had a little bitty lawn. It wasn't no bigger than this table. He'd sit out on a little lawn chair, one of those that like you just laid on. It was like it was literally like a little, I don't know what they're called, but it's just a lawn chair that's
those like classic aluminum frame rainbow.
Yeah, that you lay down on.
Yeah.
He would lay out there in the sun with his little beer belly and no shirt on, and drinking beer and blasting AC/DC for the whole apartment complex to listen to.
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude, he was great. But he was the only one I knew his name. He was the only one.
Yeah.
Out of that whole place. Everybody just came and went and did their own thing. No one interacted with anybody. And that in Johnson City, you can magnify that by 50 billion in a large city. I mean, I know I'm hyperbolic with a number, but...
Well, at a certain point, I think you're lost in a crowd.
You are. You are. So, larger cities, Nashville, and that's... I would like to say that this is something that's unique to larger cities, but it's really not. I mean, we saw like Uvalde and other places. It happens... I mean, Columbine was a rural, small-town area. So, I don't know. I don't have the answer. I would like to figure out, and I'd like to diagnose or have the problem diagnosed with someone much smarter than me.
Oh God!
So we could start working on a solution.
I think we know for sure that at this point, the arguing and the divisiveness over it does basically nothing.
It absolutely does nothing. And what's so sad is it's used by both parties and both camps as political fodder. And
there's an actual like tragedy and a name and a face behind all these people, and that's just
it's awful,
horrific.
What I've noticed is people seem
I think so too.
But
I don't know. I don't know what the answer is.
I don't either.
It sure seems like we do this a hell of a lot, and
we do.
Let's hope that we figure out a solution to this.
I hope we do. I hope we come to a solution. Because I mean, it's just going to keep happening, and it's been so normalized now. South Park did a great episode on it, about how normalized it's become.
Well, we can get off this subject.
Oh yeah, for sure. Sure, get on something a little more uplifting.
We started on a really dark note.
We did. But you have to. You have to.
Well, with what happened, I just, we wanted to talk about it. We wanted to talk about it and address it. And
on a brighter note, me and you got out this weekend.
We did. We did something I've not done in a long time.
It's awesome.
A long time. We went.
I loved that.
I went to a bar. No, I drank some water.
He was the biggest damn water drinker in that whole bar.
Dude, I probably was. I had 2. I was laying
you were
on
trashed on that water. No, but that was fun. It was fun to get out and about. I think
it was.
Got to see Tony down there at the Moon Dust.
Yeah. We went to the Moon Dust Lounge, and hence they're a new sponsor of ours, and we're super grateful for that.
Got to see Jimmy. Shout out Jimmy Henshaw.
What's up, Jimmy? You may be watching. I don't know. He's in Chicago right now, I think. Is that what he said?
I think that's what he said.
I don't remember.
Somewhere.
I was water drunk, dude. I was water drunk that night.
I was hammered.
I was, man.
Careful with water. It might ruin you.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It will. Watered down, your personality goes.
It does, man. It really does.
Is it true you can overdose on water?
Yes, in the sense that what it does is it flushes your body of electrolytes faster than you can replenish them. And when you deplete your body of electrolytes, it can put you in cardiac arrest.
So it's too much cleansing.
Yes, yeah. Those electrolytes, so your calcium, sodium, anything ending in M as far as your elements go that we ingest. Potassium, sodium, and potassium, sodium, and calcium are the 3 big ones that we eat. Those are our main electrolytes that we ingest and that are in our body. And those electrolytes, the reason they're called electrolytes is because they conduct electricity. They're basically 3 types of salts. Well, what does our heart do? It pumps. And it pumps because it's muscle tissue, and it's doing that. It's pumping because it's receiving electrical signals. So when you're hooked up to an EKG and it gives you the wave, that's literally an electrical wave, just like it would be if you hooked 2 leads up to a hot and a cold. Yeah. So it's got an electrical cycle that it goes through. Your heart does. Well, when you deplete your body of those electrolytes, your body cannot conduct those electrical impulses as efficiently. So it messes with all kinds of things, and your heart being the main one that really is not good to mess with. So that's how you can literally overdose on water.
You're a smart man, Josh.
Well,
but
thank you.
Isn't it like really hard to do? Like just genuinely like killing yourself with water.
I mean, it's easier than you think. It's not like, I mean, you would have to drink nothing but water and a lot of it all day, every day, and not replenish any salt in your diet whatsoever. Then yeah, you would be in some big trouble.
I drink nothing but water, and I don't think I've depleted myself of anything.
Well, no, because you replenish your electrolytes. But if you were just drinking gallons and gallons of it a day, yeah, that would be a problem.
I drink, I'd say a moderate amount.
Boy, it seems like that's a health trend these days, though. That's why I got this big water.
It is. It is.
Trying to water up now.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna be dying here.
No. If you ever get dehydrated, just drink Gatorade. And I'm not giving out medical advice. This is not medical advice. I'm not a medical doctor, although I did play one on TV. No, this is not medical advice. But if you get dehydrated, the best thing to do is just Gatorade, because all it is salt, water, and sugar.
It's a great way to stay in shape.
And it's a great way to stay in shape.
Oh, I love having a microphone.
I know.
I like it.
Don't abuse it. Oh, man. That is great, Rebecca. Yeah, I usually chase mine with some kind of bacon fat. I usually just drink the bacon fat that I render down when I cook my bacon. That's what I chase my water with. So sawmill gravy is perfect for that.
Yep.
I made breakfast at work the other day, and I made sawmill gravy for the first time in a long time. Gosh, it was good. I made biscuits.
So, I'm not familiar with this term, sawmill gravy.
So it's gravy with like a piece of. You take a sausage patty after it's cooked, and you just crumble it up, and put it in the gravy. Yeah,
I gotcha.
And you use all the bits and stuff that's in there where you cooked the bacon and sausage.
Right.
So,
Gotcha.
yeah, man, it's great.
So you guys are like cooking breakfast. They got a kitchen for you guys over there?
Like a little half kitchen. Yeah, we got a full range and everything. And yeah, we'll all pull our money together, and like everyone chips in $5, and I'll go get groceries and then come back and I'll make breakfast for the whole plant. So we did
cool.
We did biscuits, gravy, sausage patty, sausage links, cheesy scrambled eggs, and bacon. Man,
How many people work at the plant at one time? I meant to ask you that back during Alex's podcast.
That's a good question. So just at my plant, I'm gonna say probably I'm just guessing. I really don't know. Maybe when everyone's there, well, I'll just say employed at Schoolhouse Plant, there's probably, I don't know, 150 people just employed there. Now I'm saying probably that's just that one side. Now that may be more because we've brought on some other like engineers and people from other parts of the world that we brought down to work on some projects, but I would guess somewhere between 150 and 200 are at that site on any given day.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
As far as plant operators, there's like 10 of us.
Right.
There's not many.
Gotcha.
So,
Gotcha.
Not many, but I'm just glad it's warming up.
Me too.
I'm so glad.
Me too.
We all have a jar. Actually, I don't have a jar of bacon grease in the fridge. I really wish I did.
That's
Oh,
one
you
thing I feel
don't?
like you
I
would
do.
have.
No, I used to. When I ate a lot of bacon and I would meal prep, I would keep
That's
the
good
bacon
time.
renderings.
Yeah, that's a good time to get it.
But I quit doing that, and then I used up all the bacon grease, and I just never replenished it. But no, I used to do that. I really did.
What do you use it for?
Oh man, you can cook with it.
I guess you're right. You can put it in like
put it in anything.
collard greens. And
Dude, you ever put it in mashed potatoes? Oh, it's a game
let me tell
changer.
you, I killed some mashed potatoes the other day, though.
Yeah.
I killed them.
Yeah.
My cooking skill level is like on the up
Leveled up.
Oh yeah,
Good.
significantly.
Good.
But I mean, then mashed potatoes, I was like, man, that is every bit as good as what you get in a really good restaurant.
Yeah, Rebecca, green beans.
You guys are starving me to
I've
death.
actually
Like,
used it.
I haven't eaten dinner yet.
Have you ever made baconaise? You use bacon instead of like oil. You use bacon grease.
Oh man,
yeah, dude.
What?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. Mayonnaise
is this sold commercially?
No, but it's super easy to make. Super easy. I'll send you a recipe for it. It's fantastic.
Baconaise LLC is what I see. Damn, that's a perfect.
What I see.
That is a perfect idea.
Yeah, it's great, and it takes all those really bad hydrogenated oils out of the mayonnaise that we ingest that cause all kinds of inflammation.
We got to do this. Like we've got to make some of this.
I've made it. It's really good.
That's what we'll do next week.
Absolutely.
On the live.
We'll do a cooking show on the live. What does everybody think about that? Should we do a cooking show on the live stream where we make baconaise?
I will. I'm 10 billion kibbillion% down to do that.
Well, we've talked about doing some extracurricular filming,
Some
or
vlogs.
taping, some blogs.
Yep, and we're still working out some stuff, so be on the lookout for that because we're going to have some really cool that Mountain Dew. We're going to have some really good content coming up that I think everybody's going to like. We
were just thinking there's so many things to do, like that
Yep.
we haven't done.
Yeah. Yeah.
And why not go out there and do them and show them to people, and
Absolutely.
people get a little free advertising.
Absolutely.
I've said this a million times, and I know I sound like a broken record, but people really do not. A lot of people just don't know.
They don't.
What there is. There's so much stuff to do. It's crazy.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
timed an idea into my head.
Oh, yeah?
Well, I know we talk a lot about, spruce pine in this area. Like the vlogs, we have the ability to show that off to people now.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point of it.
Exactly. That's exactly what we're thinking.
Like monuments, cool places that if you're new, you should go to, et cetera, et cetera. I think that'd be pretty cool, personally.
We have a lot of ideas like that, Mr. Producer. We have a lot of ideas like that. But
Next thing you know, he's going to be hiking up a mountain.
I don't know if I can do any hiking right now. Not after the day I've had. No, it really wasn't bad. It was a good day.
It was.
Yeah. Did you have a good day?
I did. I split wood all day,
Cool.
which was...
That sounds terrible. I'm not going to lie.
I had a splitter. No, I did do a fair amount of it
Oh,
by
okay.
hand.
Okay, you had a splitter. Well, yeah, that sounds terrible.
Small stuff, I'm like, why am I can split it faster by hand than I can do
Right.
it on one of those splitters. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Boy, splitting wood, let me tell you, now, that's a pastime. That'll
I need to split some wood.
make a boy strong.
I mean, I have no place to burn the wood, but
need
I need to do it as exercise. I need to do that.
Just like split wood.
Yeah, I just need to go start splitting
randomly.
wood at random places. Just show up. What are you doing? Hey, man, just
splitting wood, dude.
just splitting some wood. You know? I mean, what's wrong with that?
And it's a great way to stay in
Yeah,
shape.
it is. It is. But you know what? You got to be careful while you're splitting wood. Got to look out for snakes
Yeah, you do.
because it's getting warm
I'm thinking about that every time I'm digging in that wood pile.
and snakes are coming out. And I want to take this opportunity to dispel some common myths about snakes.
Well, first of all, we need to explain that you're
I'm a
reptile man.
I'm an enthusiast in herpetology.
Which is the study of
The study,
snakes.
well, reptiles.
Reptiles in general.
Yeah, reptiles in general. Not what it sounds like.
Snakeology is what
Yeah,
they call it.
snakeology, snakeology. So yeah, and I'm a venomous keeper. I have venomous and non-venomous species. But I hear so many, and I've heard them my whole life. I've heard all these old wives' tales about snakes that could not be farther from the truth. So I wanted to take a minute just to dispel some of the more common ones that I hear for the species around here and snakes in general. So to do so, I'm going to bring out our special guest. If I can reach him.
He's probably real confused.
Oh no.
He was pretty cranky yesterday, so I'm not going to bother him too much.
Put on your hard hats.
Gosh, you make me nervous with this stuff, man.
We have a special guest here while we talk about these snakes. And I brought him out because he is a snake that is common in this area. And yeah,
Oh my God, I thought you didn't have a lid on that thing. I was getting
he's not very defensive. He's not flattening out and striking and stuff. He's chill. He's cool.
No, by and large, I've met a lot of your snakes, and they're not so cranky.
No.
Now there are a few.
There are. So what I have here, excuse me.
Sorry.
Jinx. Who owes who a Coke? So what I have here, this is a pit viper.
Should I move your camera in?
Actually, what I'll do is I'll just take the guest camera and put it down on Mr. Muggins. So camera 4 will be on the snake. Camera 3, whatever. Alrighty, so this guy is a pit viper, and he is a cottonmouth copperhead hybrid. And I have him because he's a really cool species, but I brought him on the show because we have copperheads here in this area.
I want to ask a question.
Yes, this is Rebecca. This is Cotton-headed Ninny Muggins. That's exactly why his name
Yeah.
is Mr. Ninny Muggins. Yeah. What's your question?
I've
Chase?
not asked you this question before.
Yeah.
Is that something that occurs in nature?
No.
No.
This is something that, well, I'll put it like this. We've not observed it in nature. This is something that we have only seen happen in captivity. So, the first myth about snakes, copperheads in particular, Echistrodons, which is the genus that copperheads and cottonmouths are in. The first one I wanted to dispel is that they smell like cucumbers. I've heard this my entire life, that copperheads let off a scent that smells like cucumbers.
Really?
And yeah, I've
never heard.
You've never heard that? I've heard that my entire life. And that is absolutely insane. They do emit a musk.
Okay.
Now, this musk smells terrible.
Okay.
Maybe it smells like cucumbers that have been rotting for 6 months, but it does not smell like cucumbers at all.
Okay.
Not even a little bit.
Wonder where that came from. Any ideas?
I have no clue where that came from. Now, as you can see, when I open this guy out, I'm going to use the hook to open the container lid so he does not bite me. But the only time this guy has ever struck at me is when he's in what's called blue, which means he can't see. And that is leading us to the next myth I want to dispel about snakes, is that they are aggressive, specifically cottonmouths. I've heard this my entire life, that cottonmouths are aggressive. They are not. In fact, no snake is ever aggressive. They are only defensive.
He's like, sweet freedom.
Yep. So I'm just going to sit him here in my hand. I have on these
You seem tense over there, Chase.
gloves. He can't bite
I'm
through
holding
these
it
gloves. So, you can see this snake is not trying to bite me. He's not chasing me. He's just hanging out, literally hanging out. He's not doing anything. He is super cool. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to just set him in my hand again and let him do his thing. Look at this. This is a venomous pit viper that is rumored to... You can put the camera on my camera, Noah, so they can see the front here. That is rumored to kill people. And it does not. See? He's totally chill. Now he is going up my arm, so I'm going to stop him. Because I don't want him to go up my arm. And we're going to put you back in your little container. And you're going to hang out right there. So, these snakes are not remotely aggressive. No snake is aggressive. They're only defensive. The other myth, another myth I want to dispel, and I hear this one all the time, is that baby snakes are more dangerous than adult snakes because they can't control their venom.
Yeah.
That is absolute nonsense. Snakes are born from day one with the ability to control their venom. They can choose whether to inject venom or not. They can choose to give you a dry bite. And most of the time, now I'm not going to say all the time, but most of the time, defensive bites are going to be dry bites.
Because they're not going to inject what they're going to eat, right?
Venom takes Venom takes a lot of calories and a lot of energy to produce. So in order for a snake to waste that precious resource on a defensive bite, it has to be like a life or death situation for the snake. Because it takes a long time to reproduce and make that venom again that it's expended on that defensive bite. So if it defends itself, wastes all of its venom, dumps a full load, and then prey comes along that it can't eat because snakes are opportunistic. A lot of them are opportunistic hunters. Then they're going to be like, oh crap, I can't take down my prey.
Right.
So a lot of times defensive bites are not venom. There's no venom injected. They're dry bites.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it'd be the other way around.
Yeah, and the babies can control exactly how much venom they want to inject. Now, here's another thing. Even if they couldn't control their venom and they did dump a full venom load, I would still much rather be bitten by a juvenile than a full-grown adult, because the juveniles have much smaller venom glands and they're going to inject way less venom than a full-grown adult. So even if they did dump a full load, it's not going to be anywhere close to the bite of
out here dumping loads.
Yeah.
This sounds really bad out of context.
Well, it is what it is.
You could have worded that so much better.
Well, it is what it is. I said what I said.
That's what it's called.
That's what it is. Yeah.
A venom load.
A venom load. Yeah. So they don't smell like cucumbers. They're not aggressive. And not every snake that's not a black snake is a copperhead. Copperheads are very, very unique and very rare to find around here, honestly. They are shy snakes. They like to hang out in places where humans are not. They don't want anything to do with us. As you can see here, this guy just wants to get away from me. The way to identify a copperhead is with the Hershey kiss pattern. It's hard to see on this camera, but there's a Hershey kiss pattern on the side of them. That's the best way to identify a copperhead.
I've never. Is that common to have a green, kind of greenish tail?
Yes, so that's a good question, Chase. The juveniles have green tails, and each time he sheds, as he gets older, that tail will get less and less green. The reason it's green is to use as a lure to lure prey, because they're smaller snakes, and they can't necessarily hunt like the older ones can because they're not big enough. So they will coil up and they will hide and use that little tail, and they'll flick it to lure small rodents to think it's a worm to come up and eat, or birds. And then
that's cool.
Once they get up there, they're like, "Cha!" And they get them. But you see, this snake's not even.
So how old's this one?
This one's about a year old, maybe a little bit older than a year. He's still a yearling.
Yeah.
He's a juvenile or a sub-adult.
How long will they live?
20 years, 20 plus years.
Dang,
Yeah,
man.
in captivity. In wild, 10 to 15, maybe. Their lifespan.
So what's eating them?
Oh, man, cats. Anything that can stand a bite, which is most mammals. A untreated copperhead bite is not going to be fatal. It's going to suck, and you're probably going to lose some tissue. And that brings another myth. Everybody acts like copperheads can kill you. They can't.
Right.
They, by large.
It's going to ruin your week.
Yeah, for sure. I say that a lot. But snakes, it's going to ruin my day. It's going to ruin my week. A copperhead bite would probably ruin your day or two. I don't even know that it would ruin your week if you get to the ER and get treated with, crowfab. Unless you have a reaction to it or a reaction.
You should tell everybody kind of how you do this, because what other venomous snakes do you have? And then tell us about all the preventative stuff that you do.
So I have...
Charles does it right.
I have Mr. Ninny Muggins, the cottonhead. I also have, which a lot of people who know me, and watch this know what I have, but I've got 2 African bush vipers. I have an African rhino viper. I have an African Namibian coral cobra. And I have a blue pit viper from Indonesia that is they're called white-lipped pit vipers, or blue insularis. Their scientific name is Trimerosaurus insularis. They're a blue pit viper from Indonesia, from the same island that actually Komodo dragons come from. They're from Komodo
That's
Island.
cool.
Yeah, they're from Komodo Island. So I have those. I have a lot of preventative measures. So first thing is I use tools and gloves. These gloves are Hex Armor gloves. They're bite-resistant gloves, and I use hooks and stuff. I do occasionally free handle a snake or two here and there, but I'm very cautious about that, and I know which ones I can free handle and which ones I can't. There's really only 2 that I would ever free handle, and it's this guy and the coral cobra. I have another snake possibly coming in June, July, somewhere in there, but that will be announced. I'm not going to let that cat out of the bag.
We got the rhino viper out the other day.
Rhino viper's super cranky.
Pissed,
yeah,
dude.
He's super cranky.
And that's one you would not handle.
No, not in a million years. Absolutely not. He is he's a pit viper from West Africa, I believe is his locale for his specific species of rhino viper. So Bitis nasicornis, they're in the same family as a puff adder, gaboon viper, which gaboon vipers are actually like a lot of people's first pet venomous snake, and that's insane to me because they are so dangerous.
Really?
Yes. A lot of people that get into the hobby of keeping venomous snakes get gaboon vipers first, and I'm like, of all snakes, why on earth a gaboon viper?
So that rhino viper, how long you got? And what do you do to make sure you take care of it? Because I think that's a lot more interesting than you think it is.
Yeah. Okay, so the rhino viper, untreated, you've probably got 4 to 12 hours before it becomes a fatal bite. It has a pretty nasty cocktail of venom that consists of some neurotoxins, which paralyze you and stop you from breathing. Also some hematoxin, which makes you not able to clot. Your blood you bleed freely. It breaks down red blood cells so you can't clot. Which means you could potentially bleed out of every orifice. Yeah, that's a fun one.
Multi-orifice bleeding.
Bleeding, yeah. Hemorrhagic. Yeah.
Hemorrhagic
and
bleeding.
It has 2 more toxins. One is a cytotoxin, which breaks down tissue. And so and it's going to dump a lot of venom into the bite. I mean, a lot of venom. They have one of the largest venom yields. The Bitis species in general has one of the largest venom yields of any snakes in the world. So you're going to get a massive amount of venom. So you're going to lose a limb at best.
At best.
At best, you're going to lose a limb.
Losing a limb, like as in my hand or like my arm?
Hand to arm.
Jeez.
Yeah, they're pretty nasty.
And that's if you don't get treated.
That's if you don't get treated. Well, I mean, even if you get treated, you still might lose your hand.
Right.
And they have a cardiotoxin, which attacks the tissue of the heart and puts you in cardiac arrest. So,
you probably did.
To treat that bite, you use an African polyvalent antivenom, and your outcome's going to be pretty good if you get treated.
So tell them how you do this.
So how I do this, I keep 10 vials of antivenom on hand here in spruce pine
for each snake.
For each species of snake I have, yes. Now, the polyvalent will treat many species of snakes. So for the rhino viper and the 2 African bush vipers, I only have to have one kind of antivenom because it does a lot of different African species.
Got you.
And I have 10 more in a zoo ready to be flown to me at any time. So I have the antivenom here to get me started in case of a bite. And then while I get that administered, if I need more, I can have it flown to me and it'll be here within a matter of an hour.
And you have...
Oh, the snakebite protocols.
Yes.
Yes. So snakebite protocols is a wonderful resource that shout out to Florida Snakebite Institute. I made a TikTok video about this a while back. If you're a venomous keeper, which I'm sure there's so many venomous keepers in spruce pine.
Oh, yeah.
But if you are...
That's only the Pentecostals.
The Pentecostals that keep them things. Well, maybe they should talk to Joe. Joe Pittman at the Snakebite Institute of Florida. He makes these. He is a FNP, and he specializes in snake bites and toxicology. He's got, decades of experience in emergency medicine. He's a brilliant, brilliant man. So he's taken the time to make out these protocols for each snake that is right now known to man on the planet that has venom in it. He has a protocol for everything.
Wow.
And it's a step-by-step guide for the ER department and the team to treat a snake bite. Step-by-step, what labs to order, how to infuse the antivenom, how to get more if more is needed, how to import it. Step-by-step, how to do everything. So, and you have those for every species that you should keep. So you should have those for every species you keep. So, you get bit, you grab the snakebite protocol. I would drive to the hospital because I'm so close, or I'd get someone to drive me.
Right.
And it's a great way to stay in shape.
I'm gonna kind of segue
Stay alive.
to a funny story
Okay.
that happened with a long reptilian. So I'm with my great grandmother. All right.
Oh yeah, I know where this is going.
You already know where this is going. We I forgot where we were going. We were getting in the car. Pretty sure I was coming back home from her house. And she goes around the other side of the car.
At large, helped me overcome my fear.
Oh, of course.
I mean, I understand them now, and I understand that they're animals like any other animal. They all have their personalities. Some of them are really sweet, and some of them are assholes, just like dogs or any other animal. I mean, like this guy. This guy's half cottonmouth, so by all measures, according to the folklore, he should be chasing me, trying to kill me right now.
Right.
He's literally sitting there doing nothing.
He's curious.
He's curious. Yeah, he's watching me. He's flicking his tongue, smelling. But yeah, that's all he's doing. He's just hanging out. They're defensive, just like any other animal. Most people get bit if they try to catch one, kill one, or step on one.
Right.
That's the only time you're really going to get bit. If you encounter a snake and you don't want to get bit, the best thing to do is just to leave it alone, and it'll go on its merry way, and you can go on your merry way. And if they're in your yard and you want it gone and you think it is a venomous snake, please reach out to me on Facebook. I mean, Joshua McKinney. Find me on Facebook. I'll come remove it from your yard before you kill it. Like, seriously, I will come and remove the snake from wherever it's at. I have the tools and equipment to do it. I'll gladly do it. And then I'll take it somewhere far away and I'll let him do its thing and I'll set him free.
I feel like most people resort to eliminating the problem.
They do. And, you know, that sucks, but it is what it is.
No ropes.
Yep.
That's what most people think of them as.
They do. But
danger noodles.
Danger.
Noodles.
But my whole point of this whole spiel is to hopefully dispel some myths and to make people maybe just the least bit not afraid of snakes anymore, because they're really nothing to be afraid of.
It was also kind of engraved into me to be, a little bit.
Both my parents are not a fan of them, as most people. But they're really, really cool. They're really cool. And this guy, I mean,
It's funny you said that about copperheads. Everybody, as much as everybody talks about copperhead snakes, which I've got one on my arm, by the way.
Oh, nice. You do? Yep. I like that.
As much as everybody talks about them, I've only ever seen one.
Yeah. I've seen a handful out in the wild, but not many. They're super elusive. They don't want anything to do with us.
Right.
Nothing to do with us.
Yeah, this thing, I just happened to notice it as I put my foot down on a rock next to the river, and it just skedaddled.
Yeah.
It wasn't like it was trying to strike at me.
Yeah, no. I mean, snakes, they won't, no snake will ever chase you. If they do come towards you, they think they're trying to get between your legs or away from you. They think that there's a way out. That's the only thing. I mean, like I said, this guy, by all means, he should be going crazy trying to kill me, and he's just clearly not.
He's chilling.
He's just chilling.
Do you think a human can outrun a snake?
Well, yeah, for sure. Now, there are some snakes that move incredibly fast. Mambas, urolapids, so that's your mambas, cobras, taipans. They're really wiry, and they move incredibly fast. But we don't. Well, the only elapid we have in the United States or in North America at large is the coral snake, and they're down on the coast. So we don't.
And they are venomous, right?
Oh yeah, they're super venomous. A bite from them. Now there's antivenom for them, but a bite from an elapid could very easily be fatal because they usually contain neurotoxins which shut down your diaphragm and stop you stop breathing. But
that's a way to go, man.
The thing about coral snakes is they're underground. They eat other snakes. They rarely come out. Even if you live at the coast, you rarely see them. And they can be handled. They will put up with a lot before they actually bite you.
Here's another question. Is there truly a difference between sea snakes and land snakes?
Water snakes and...
Yeah.
I've always wondered that too, actually. That's a good question.
Yeah. Yeah. They're, some of them there are. Like, there's some banded sea kraits. And there's a few different species of sea kraits. They absolutely are super venomous. But they can't be, or you really have to do something incredibly dumb to get them to bite you. I mean, you really do.
Well, I mentioned before that I lived in Australia, and everybody thinks that about Australia. Everything's just, you're walking down the street just having to fight off things that are trying to kill you.
Right.
And a kangaroo to box your jowls and all this other stuff. You're not encountering these things. They want to stay as far away from you as possible. So it's not like, a lot of the times it's accidental. I guess the blue-ringed octopus, thing is, if you can occasionally step on one if you're walking in the wrong area. But it has to be like, they're typically found in like a coral reef type situation. And it's not like you're, seeing that kind of stuff every day.
I saw a meme the other day that was, what was it? Kangaroos are just deer that have been to prison. It had a kangaroo, just like it had a deer, and then it had a kangaroo stand up all like muscular and buff.
I saw this one video where this kangaroo leaped up and busted a guy's windshield. Like,
there's some insane videos. There's some insane videos of kangaroos doing wild stuff. The other thing that people don't understand, that's another thing people don't understand, is that majority of the time what you see, like the short kangaroos, those are wallabies. Those are not even actually kangaroos are the ones that are super muscular with a broader face. A wallaby is has a thinner face and kind of walks mostly hunched over, not really it can stand up, but it doesn't look like a kangaroo necessarily,
I saw a dude try to box a kangaroo and he lost miserably.
That's the old trope, and I think you can. They kind of
like it took a punch to the face and looked at him.
Yeah, I know. They square up, man. They square up. What?
And then he was kicked in the stomach.
Yeah, exactly.
And flopped over.
That's wild.
I would love to actually see that in the wild.
That would be hilarious to watch him miserably fail to try to fight a mammal.
There was a commercial that I think it was for some sort of salmon, like canned salmon or something like that, and started off. It was like down by the river mouth, and it's like a bear in the water. When the salmon are coming up to spawn or whatever, and it's down there getting the salmon out or whatnot, and this fisherman comes running out of nowhere and slaps this thing with a giant salmon, and then they start fighting, and the bear gets up and squares up like this. That was one of the funniest commercials I've ever seen. I don't know why stuff like that tickled me so much back in the day, but
man. And I'm reading the chats here now, just trying to catch up on everything. There's a lot of chat.
Yeah, me too.
Yes.
Steve Irwin was great.
I miss Steve Irwin too. And I'll try to find you on Facebook, Rebecca.
Now all we got is
I'll try to find you and add you.
Turtle Man.
Turtle, yeah, I know. Well, no, we actually have a lot, and that's largely how I came into venomous keeping, was a lot of YouTubers.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one of them, Chandler's Wildlife. Shout out to Chandler's Wildlife. You should go check him out. He's crazy awesome. I love Chandler's YouTube channel. He has all kinds of stuff. He's down in Florida.
Right.
He doesn't have just venomous snakes. Now he's got hundreds and hundreds of venomous species, crazy. He's got an entire giant building. He's got Kevin the King Cobra that has his own 20-foot enclosure with glass walls that you can just watch him and do his thing.
Wow,
he's got crocodilians. He's got alligators, crocodiles,
owls.
Yeah. He's got McGoy, an owl. What kind of owl was McGoy? I don't remember. McGoy has this massive enclosure too.
Is it a
that's-
poisonous owl?
No. Not everything he has is
I
venomous.
was beginning to say, man, that's great. That's like nightmare fuel.
A venomous owl.
That's a
You know we've
bad movie.
you know we've evolved whenever like mammals like birds start becoming venomous.
So, there is a venomous, I believe it's a mammal. There is one.
I'm sure there is. I
Oh, what like
I don't
a
know what it is, but I'm sure
And
it
it's on,
exists.
I think it's in Australia, actually, if I'm not mistaken. It's the duckbill platypus.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They have a barb
Yeah.
on their
Feet.
Yep.
feet that is apparently full of a really painful venom that's like horrible. People say it won't kill you, but you'll wish you were dead. Isn't that crazy? A mammal has venom in it.
That's wild.
Was it Family Guy? Damn, nature, you scary.
What is that one that Rogan always mentions? The nature is metal or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a pretty good Twitter
Dude.
account.
it is. Dude, nature's brutal.
It is brutal.
Nature is brutal.
I went down a rabbit hole, right?
To hunt wolverines.
No, I
Yeah,
did
that's why
not.
they're like so. That's why they're all dog shaped, like hot dog shaped,
Wow.
so they can like go down holes easier.
Wow.
That's interesting.
And they are
So-
so stubborn, but them things are vicious. Like they got
Yeah.
bad like short man syndrome. Though I had a little piebald Dotson at one point, and that thing squared up to like a 300-pound bear that walked in our yard.
Your mom and Monty Jesus Master ask, is it true that sheep's blood is anti-venom?
Oh, I forgot to ask that, Mom. Yeah, Mom was wanting me to ask you that.
I don't think so, but I will look that up.
Look it up,
I will-
JMO.
Hey, Jamie, can you look that up for us?
Yes, sir.
I don't think it is because we actually, well, I don't, but there are venomous keepers and venom labs that milk snakes to collect their venom. Now, they may use certain proteins from sheep's blood for a catalyst as the
I always heard you just
and-
peed
and-
on it.
yeah, jellyfish stings too. I've heard that you pee on. Don't pee on jellyfish stings, and don't
No.
pee on a snake bite.
Oh, really?
Absolutely not. Yeah, I mean some people are into that, but I wouldn't advise.
Don't
it.
pee on them?
Don't pee on them. No.
I feel like that was just one of those brutal tricks that people told to make people pee on each other.
They may have people who are into that. Just they wanted to see it, so they're like, yeah. And these people are like thinking they're treating their snake bite when really all they're doing is introducing all kinds of bacteria into it. Because the snake bite
Is it not true that wasn't it because urine is supposedly sterile?
I mean, I guess
Is that true?
yeah, urine's sterile when it is fresh, but
Right.
I mean,
You don't
it's-
want some
no,
Okay.
no,
couple-hour-old pee.
no.
The only thing I could find is that sheep's blood is used for rattlesnakes,
Rattlesnake antivenom.
but that's about all I could find. All the other things talking about the sheep's blood and the blood of Christ. That's all I could find.
The blood of Christ is good for
Yeah.
snake bites as well, I think.
Yeah. Let me.
It's
let me
good for a
see.
lot of stuff, actually.
Let me see what I can.
Most people here, once they get it, they'll be praying to Jesus.
Let's see.
I'm keeping an eye
And
on
I
this
will,
guy.
I will
over here.
kind of advocate that you should
Yeah,
not,
I'm watching him.
should not be scared of these reptiles.
No.
Sheep's body creates antibodies to fight the poison. The antibodies are extracted from the sheep, purified, and used to create crofab, also known as ovine. Okay, so that makes sense. So they used it. Yeah. So they do. They use it. So what they do is they take the snake venom, and they. I'm going to be very careful how I word this because of YouTube. They introduce the snake venom in super small doses to the sheep. Excuse me.
As you
to the sheep. The sheep's body will then produce antibodies for the venom. Those antibodies are what they use to make the antivenom.
Okay.
So they also use horses for that, if I'm not mistaken. I know when I was at ETSU, we did a lot of RNA research with bovine. We used bovine blood. It was bovine serum albumin is what it was called. But and it was not antivenom that we were experimenting with, but we were researching cytokines, which is a type of RNA that, and originally was thought or believed to be like junk RNA, but it turns out it's the cytokines actually start the inflammatory response when tissue's angry.
Really?
Yeah. So we were trying to use that. We were trying to research different ways that we could create drugs, anti-inflammatory drugs, using cytokines.
Man, they use cows for everything, dude.
Yeah.
Literally.
Mm-hmm.
I remember.
And they're tasty too.
They are tasty.
They're so
We
tasty.
eat everything.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people don't know that gelatin is basically just ground up.
Yep.
Beef bones.
It is. Yep. And horse bones.
Wild.
Yeah, man.
And horse bones.
Mm-hmm.
That is something I didn't know.
We're
Either.
eating horse?
Probably.
I was all right until I knew it was a horse.
Why is that though?
Because
we domesticated
yeah, we
them?
domesticated them.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they use it to make Elmer's glue.
I don't hear much about people eating
I guess.
sheep.
Mm-hmm. Eating what?
Sheep.
Sheep? Oh, yeah.
Oh, they eat sheep and goat all the time, like down in the Caribbean and stuff like that.
I mean, we eat lamb.
Goat is like a very common thing in the Caribbean.
I don't think I've ever had sheep.
Goat.
Lamb's awesome.
I love lamb.
I love lamb. Are you just saying that because there's a lamb over there, Chase, or do you actually love lamb? Okay, so how many times has this snake tried to kill me since it's been sitting here?
None.
No.
17.
He's just hanging out.
It's chill.
He's not doing anything. Mr. Ninny Muggins, the cotton-headed Ninny Muggins. You get that reference, don't you? Why his name's Ninny Muggins?
I know this.
I know you know this. It's a movie reference. Will Ferrell's in the movie.
I think you
Elf?
might get the reference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elf. Yes.
Yep. Speaking of beef,
Yeah.
I got a half a cow coming.
Dang.
Yeah, dude. I'm stoked.
You got like a chest freezer for it. How does it come? Does it come like a whole? It's like
Yeah.
It's like there's a cow they cut down the middle.
Yeah, and then I just ride the rest home. Cut off what I want and ride the rest to the house. Yeah, shout out to
You watch The Office?
I do.
Remember when Dwight said he invented a machine where he could extract 6 full-size burgers or 12 sliders from a cow, and it remains alive?
I got to shout out Jake Silvers. He is producing some really high quality beef.
There's a couple people in this county that do that.
There are, and people need to shop with them. They really do. Harold Hill Farms.
Yep.
Dude, awesome stuff.
I'll tell you one thing I would like to say. And I know the farmer's market is still around and going, but man, we could have a thriving farmer's market here, I feel like.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. And we do. It's just...
I'm sure that's more prevalent than I think it is, but it would be nice to have like access to that all the time.
A larger one.
Or a resource where people could find like,
Maybe we need to reach out to who organizes that and get them on the show so they can talk about it and we can get more people involved. Because,
I wonder if they have a website.
I don't know. Hey, Jamie, can you look that up? Spruce Pine, North Carolina Farmers Market?
I feel like there is one next to...
Well, yeah, there is.
There is one, I know, but I wonder if it's...
Isn't it that one at the red light at the church when you're going down the road to Walmart? The one next to the barber shop? Or is that a different place?
No, I don't know what you're talking about there.
I think it's in town.
Yeah, it was where the pizza shop used to be.
Yeah, where the pizza shop used to be.
But I'm interested. If anybody knows who organizes that or puts that together, please, or if you organize that and put that together, please reach out to me. We'd like to have you on and talk to you about it and get more people involved, because that is awesome. I love farmers markets. I'm going to put this dude up, but everybody can see he's super chill.
Farmers Market Facebook. Trying to find a location.
Boy, it would be nice to harvest some stuff like that, though.
Yeah.
You'd list all the venomous snake keepers.
Yeah.
You ever eaten snake?
Nope. Never have. I'm not averse to it.
That's what I was going to ask you next.
No, I'm not averse to it. I would try it.
It's a seasonal thing.
Snake?
No, Chase.
Yeah,
The
snake's
farmers market.
Snake's a seasonal. It's a seasonal dish.
I'll go back to that poisonous owl, man.
That's nightmare fuel, or like a flying spider.
Yeah. Oh, they do. Did you not hear about? There's an invasive spider that literally makes and I think this is common in a lot more spiders than we realize. Mm-hmm. But this one in particular has spread so far and wide and has become invasive. You'll have to look this up, but it's an invasive species of spider in America that is known. They fly like high and like they'll fly for like 500 miles and stuff like that.
So what I could find is it's a seasonal thing that appears on Upper Street.
Yeah.
For the farmers market.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Every Wednesday, 2 to 5:30, May through October.
There we go.
What day of the week was it? Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Every Wednesday, 2 to 5:30.
And they also have
May through November, right?
May through October.
May through October.
And they
okay.
also have there we go. They also have an official Facebook page.
Nice. Look.
Okay, so everybody go on Facebook and check out Spruce Pine Farmers Market, like the page, and yeah, it's a great way to stay in shape. Cool.
I just thought that was interesting. Now I got it.
Nice.
Can't see from here.
There you go. Spruce Pine Farmers Market. So it's only on Wednesdays. That would be great if they did it in the weekend, because, man, just imagine the people that would...
Yeah, no, they have one in Burnsville on the weekends.
Yeah.
It does very well.
Yeah.
Very well.
I would think that would be something that would happen predominantly on the weekend, actually, like Saturday morning.
I don't know. When I ran the green building store in Asheville, we were right next to the food co-op, the French Broad Food Co-op, and they had a farmers market in our parking lot every Wednesday. Actually, I think it's more common than you think. It's like but a midweek,
Really?
but it would still be nice to have one on the weekend.
Yeah.
That would be when I would go.
Possibly vlog to the farmers market.
Yeah. Oh, we got all
We need
kinds
to.
of stuff. We're going to vlog all kinds of stuff.
Me and Josh, one thing we have realized by going through this is the amount of stuff there is to check out.
Yeah.
That is honestly very interesting.
Yeah, it is. The amount of stuff there is to do here. Like I used to say that so much. I would complain constantly about, oh, there's nothing to do here. It's so boring here. There's nothing to do. And then I decided just to stay home all the time, and that was great. But there's a ton of stuff to do here. There really is.
But we're both homebodies and we don't do anything.
No, but I did go to a bar this weekend and drink a bunch of water. I mean,
Congratulations.
Crazy, dude.
Hey, that's a
Watch
big deal
out.
for me. That's a big deal for me.
We went to eat 2 times too.
We did. Now I do that a lot.
Yeah.
I eat a lot.
Hey.
I eat out at restaurants a lot
I
too.
feel like
Do you?
most of the complaints people have about
Population. I mean, a population this size can only support so many restaurants.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
mean, that's just the reality of it. Sure, I would love there to be a ton of more options, but yeah,
You've got quite a bit more.
we do. We got a sushi place.
Yeah, I saw the sushi place is actually renovating.
we have a sushi place.
We have a
here.
sushi place, and it's great. It's really good. Yeah.
Welcome
Yeah.
to Spruce Farm, pal.
Right. Yeah.
I'm
Coming up.
I'm
We're on the come
awakening,
up,
I guess.
Noah.
I totally haven't been here for 16 years.
I hear Noah's mic keeps going out. That's weird. Thanks for telling me that, Rebecca. I will check that out.
I don't know why. I didn't do anything.
I don't know.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hear you fine.
I hear you fine. And I actually tested the mic the other day. I did a test recording where I just recorded the microphone like we were doing a podcast, and it recorded it fine. I may need to switch cables or something. I don't know.
Boy, last week was interesting too, man. We recorded.
Yeah.
I feel like I lived up here
I know, right? We did.
last week.
We did a live stream and 2 podcasts.
You may as well
3
just move in.
podcasts.
3 podcasts. That's right. We did.
Remember?
Yeah.
Because we did Jennifer
And the other
on
2.
Monday. Was
Yeah.
that Monday? Yeah.
Yeah. And then the other 2 on Thursday.
Then the live stream on Tuesday, and then the other 2 on
Yeah.
Thursday.
Thursday.
Yes.
Yeah.
We were busy.
Yeah, we were.
Last week.
We were super busy.
That was fun though.
Gosh,
That was
it
fun.
was. We got some great shows coming up for y'all. Some great shows. I am super excited about this next one. It's gonna be fire, bro. It's gonna be
Dude.
fire.
I'm gonna do like you and
Get some pics.
photos.
Get some photos of the live stream. This has been a good day.
Yes.
It really has been a good day.
I enjoy these. And so here's kind of what me and Josh are thinking is we're going to try, and we got a guest for next week on the live stream.
Yep.
We're going to try to start having some cool guests. Maybe not, necessarily people who want to come and talk for a full episode, but these are a little bit more of a hangout, a little bit more of a,
Casual, informal. Yeah.
And so we're going to bring some people on that are just cool for us to talk to, and hopefully
Yeah.
everybody will join them.
Yeah, the live streams, they're in large just a conversation between
Should we tell them who
friends.
we got next week?
I think we should keep it secret.
I think we should keep it secret too. I think
Okay.
we should keep it secret too.
You'll just have to be waiting patient.
Yes. But
Be wait and patient.
You will
That
know.
Was not worded correctly.
well, that's okay. You will know as soon as the video is uploaded and scheduled. You will know who the guest is and what the topics are. But that just means you have to turn on that notification bell so you can find out.
Subscribe
Subscribe to the channel.
Crack myself up.
and leave a comment.
Noah's over there laughing at himself.
I'm so funny.
What topics are coming up soon?
Oh man, the topics we can probably talk about. So we have a safe place part 2.
Mm-hmm.
We have a former member of local government
Mm-hmm.
talking about their tenure on the in the local government, and what it was like, some of the challenges they faced.
That was a cool conversation.
That was a great conversation.
Yeah, I'm excited about that one. That one goes live tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
at
Wait,
8.
no. Today's Tuesday, so it goes live Thursday.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Thursday.
Thursday
My
at
bad.
8, that one goes live. Let's see. Right now I'm in talks with people from Department of Housing and Urban Development, from HUD. I'm talking to people from the Mainland Early College. Chase, you're also talking to some people too.
We've got one scheduled for a history type podcast in local education. Golly.
We got a lot of stuff.
I've got another history guy that I've reached out to.
Yeah.
But he's not hit me back yet. But
Right. So get at him. Hit him back.
Yep. I'm going to hit him.
Hit
I'm
him
going to hit
back.
him up.
Cool. No, we've got some cool stuff coming up, and I'm really excited about the vlog. So we're going to be getting the website off the ground soon. Some cool things are coming there. Well, I guess we can talk about that a little bit without going into too much detail.
Mm-hmm.
So the vlogs for the greater part are going to be on the website. We are going to do. We're going to go out. We're going to showcase all the stuff in Mitchell County that is cool to do. There's going to be teasers on the main channel, but the vlogs are going to largely be on the website, on our own website. Another thing that we're going to do that I'm really looking forward to is an after show. So after the live streams and after the podcasts, we're going to shoot an hour of an after show. And it's going to be on our website also. But it is going to be completely uncensored. It's going to
get wild.
It's going to get wild. All topics.
Josh
Yeah.
is going to get entirely twisted on water.
We're going.
I am.
We're going to get canceled.
You're going to see me drink way too much water. So
I've already drank too much water.
yeah, you have. It
Boy,
looks like maybe did you mix some powder in there with that? It
Oh
looks
yeah, that's that liquid IV, baby.
So that's got electrolytes in it.
Yes,
It's what plants crave.
that's awesome.
It's got electrolytes. It's what plants crave. What movie is that from? I know. You
Oh
know.
God.
Come on, dude. Idiocracy.
Oh, I've never seen that.
You've
movie.
never seen Idiocracy?
Yeah.
Dude, it is the greatest prophecy known to man.
Okay.
Go home and watch it.
God.
Like tonight. Go home and watch Idiocracy, and you're like, yep, this is going to happen in 5 years.
I know somebody. I ran into somebody the other day that hadn't watched Top Gun.
What?
Either one of them.
I've never seen Tom.
I was
What?
like, what? in
Well,
the
yeah, you're
world are you
16. I
doing?
get that. How old was this person?
Oh, my age.
Oh, no. Come on. I don't even
I
like.
had to give her a lot of hell over that.
I don't even like Top Gun, and I've seen them.
I know. It's not like it's my favorite movie,
No.
but you have to see Top Gun.
Yeah, you have to see Top Gun.
I have to see Cruise and Top Gun.
Yeah, Rebecca, the YouTube ad revenue is actually super lacking these days because we have a brand new channel with
We don't get paid
105
to do this.
subscribers, so we have no ad revenue. My other YouTube channel, which shout out to it, everybody should go check it out too. I have a music channel. I'm going to do a shameless plug here. I've got a really cool interview coming up with another music YouTuber who is a much larger channel than mine. I think he just hit 500,000 subscribers. So
Nice.
go him. His name is Michael Palmisano. He is an amazing guitar player, just an amazing guy. He's super cool. I've been talking to him for a while now and finally got him to, he's agreed to come on the show. So I'm going to be interviewing him pretty soon. Michael's awesome. He's a guitar teacher. And he does these breakdowns, these deep dives into songs, and really just explains what makes them awesome on the guitar.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he's not Rick Beato. I mean, Rick Beato invented music, but
Sure. Sure.
and I like Rick Beato.
Kind
I
of
do
going
too.
back to ad revenue. I don't think we kind of did this for the money anyway. This has just been a fun project.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it has to pay for itself too. Like,
That's all we're trying
Yeah,
to do.
that's all we're trying to do.
We just want to pay for it. That's it.
Mhm.
And again, we're trying to do it good. So we're constantly, if you see us always changing stuff, we're going to change some stuff
yeah,
on the next episode of the actual shot one. Just some.
yeah, we are. We're gonna the next episode. Well, actually, I take that back. So 2 episodes from now. So it's gonna
Yeah.
be 2 weeks from.
That's
now.
what I always get.
Because we do,
confused by.
we shoot the podcasts ahead of time, and the reason we do that is, I mean, Chase and I both work full-time jobs. We've got families, we have kids. Life's busy, man. So we figure if we stay at least 4 or 5 podcasts ahead, and we want to take a week off and maybe just do a live stream, we can do that. We have a little bit of breathing room. So that's kind of the point we're going to get to. You know, we want to have at least 5 podcasts in the bank so we can take time for ourselves if we need to. And I think you need to do that more. I've noticed that.
I do.
You do. You need some time. You need some Chase time.
This is fun though.
Oh, it is. It is. I love
I
this.
genuinely have fun
I do.
doing this.
I do too.
I really do.
I do too. I love
And the
it.
amount of support, man, shout out to everybody that's come up to us and just said,
Oh, for real.
we haven't even, I had some people at the bar come up to me and, you know, just tell me how much they appreciated it and liked it. And man, that's really cool.
It means a
hear stuff
lot
like
to
that.
us. It really does mean a lot to us that we have such support from the community. I mean, really, just the fact that there's 9 people watching our live stream now just blows my mind. That 9 people want to sit and listen to us talk. That is so cool. Thank you so much for doing this and going on this journey with us. We're really, really appreciative.
And the views are good for a starter channel.
Yeah, I'm totally happy with the way things are going.
Yeah,
I'm
me too.
very satisfied.
Oh, and we are on Spotify, Apple,
Yeah.
and Google Podcasts now. So
Yeah.
that's cool.
We are on every podcast format now.
Right.
Yeah.
But who uses these
I know.
third-rate
Right.
podcast
Yeah, you can find
download
us
platforms?
everywhere. You can find us everywhere if you don't get
We're
your
on
podcast.
LimeWire.
Yeah, we're on LimeWire. We're on Napster. We're on. Let's see. There's another website. It's a streaming website. And they have videos too. I think it's something Hub. No, I'm just
Whoa.
dun, dun, dun.
Boy, that
No,
would be interesting.
that would be interesting.
OnlyFans TV.
Yeah, OnlyFans TV.
No,
Yeah, we are going to
I
start.
don't know that me and you really fit the.
We are going to start at OnlyFans. You know, it's not just for
I know.
prawn. It's not just for prawn. It's for other things.
Right.
And thanks because we're on YouTube, we have to say the word prawn.
Yeah,
We can't use
can't
the,
do that.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to start at OnlyFans where all we do is eat dinner. You're just going to watch us eat dinner. We may talk about our days.
You're doing like mukbang style content.
No,
Yeah.
no, not that. Not that.
That
It's-
mukbang stuff.
that's so...
grosses me out.
Dude, what is up with
I
that?
don't know, man. I don't know what these people are thinking. That and the ASMR.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I can't. Yeah. Can't do that either.
My God.
It's so weird.
You've traumatized my ears.
I know. It traumatizes. But man, people sit there and listen. Like
They do.
thousands of people
Yeah.
sit there and listen to that.
It's wild.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't either. I've
do
never
not
got
get
the ASMR stuff. I mean, I listen to, when I go to sleep, I put on like white noise or something. They call that ASMR, but I don't think
It's
it
not
really
somebody
is.
licking your ear or something.
No, I do not want to hear that while I'm asleep.
No, I'll be like,
Oh my God, get off me.
I think there's a bug in the room, dude.
So,
I feel like this is kind of like a funny segment. Me and you sleep like two sides of different coin, right? You go to sleep to white noise. I fall asleep talking about the temptation of Jesus for 40 days.
well, see, I can't go to sleep listening.
What sort of YouTube videos are you watching?
Don't worry about it.
There's no telling. I can't go to sleep listening to stuff like that because I want to stay up and listen to it.
I fall asleep to it because it's very interesting.
Exactly.
I do like listening to like Lex's podcasts and stuff when I go to sleep.
Yeah.
There's something about his voice.
See, I can't do that because I want to stay up and watch them.
Especially if he has like another scientist on it and they're both kind of just like this and there's very little inflection and there's very small that puts me.
Right.
I agree with
I love to hear it.
Rebecca, what she put in chat.
Yeah, let's read some chats here. So we got Laura McCarthy. Y'all are
Hey.
doing such a great things for the community. This is so overdue. Thank you, Laura. Thank you so much.
Laura's moving back here tomorrow.
Sweet.
Actually.
Awesome. Welcome back, Laura.
I know.
Rebecca
Go.
says she would love to see Mitchell County prosper and grow.
Love
I
you,
would
dear.
too. I would too. And do some Mitchell County Woods Toe River ASMR. Huh. I have the equipment to do it. I've got all these condenser mics.
Just do like a whistling wind.
Just the wood. Just need to take the stuff out in the woods and set it up.
That would put me to sleep.
Now that would put me to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that stuff.
Yeah. Huh.
Me and
That's
Laura
not a
like to
bad
listen
idea.
to the when we go to sleep. We like to listen to the rain on the roof or whatever.
Oh,
the thunderstorm.
Yeah, and I do that too sometimes.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
do the
that's
thunderstorm because I have a fear of thunder and lightning. But whenever I was at down in Wilmington, North Carolina for the summer, I didn't have a white noise machine, right? So
Just put on and listen to stuff like that. Those lo-fi channels sometimes are pretty good to fall asleep to too.
I just like watching the videos on them. They're hilarious. Where it's like Homer Simpson, like bloodshot, stoned eyes, driving down the road, smoking a spliff with this lo-fi beat, and you're like, "What is this? What?
aesthetic culture is different.
It is." Matt sleeps to thunderstorms every night.
Yeah. I went through a giant phase where it was.
Have you ever done tornadoes? That's wild. Like air raid sirens going off in tornadoes.
The purge sounds.
Yeah. Noah's mic problem seems to only be when switching to his camera.
How does that correlate at all?
I know exactly how that correlates. So in OBS on your camera, I made it a scene, and I put your camera in there, but I did not put the audio interface.
Haha.
So, you can fix that real quick if you want to.
I don't know how the crap I'm supposed to fix that.
I'll walk you right through it. It won't take 2 seconds. Go to Noah's camera or click the producer camera.
Okay. Is my mic good now, chat? Are we working and looking pretty?
We should be. We should be
I hope
working
so.
now. Yeah, I forgot to do that because when I guess it cuts out all the audio probably when it switches to Noah's because none of the interface is in that one.
I'm back.
Sweet. Awesome.
Boom.
Thank you. Thank you for that, Matt. That's a great catch. Thank you, Rebecca, for pointing that out. This is what it's all of. It's just trial and error.
That's right.
Trial and error. Chase,
Mm-hmm.
what did you do today other than split wood? Did you take a nap? Feel like you should have.
I
Good.
did for just a few minutes.
More people should take naps. I feel like that's kind of stigmatized in America.
Well, nap culture is far under. Don't even get me started. Me and Laura have talked extensively about this ad nauseum.
Go on. Go. Go for it.
I think naps are essential.
Oh, absolutely.
I think they should be taken.
Yeah.
I love them.
Yeah, I agree.
I've always heard that you're doing like 20 minutes or 2 hours, basically. But like a 20-minute nap is
Yeah.
effective. Or like I think I heard sometime, and I have no idea whether this is true, in 20-minute increments, basically,
Yeah.
I think. That seems to make sense to me.
Who was it I was listening to the other day that said the reason...
I was actually in the middle of a nap before I woke up to produce for this podcast.
Yep, he was.
Or this live stream.
I watched it. Maybe it was a YouTube video the other day I watched. It was from a physician, maybe. I don't know. I'll have to go back through my history and find it. But it was a doctor, some kind of medical professional, who was talking about it's not a good idea to hit the snooze button. And the reason being because when you hit the snooze button and you go back to sleep, you start a new sleep cycle. The sleep cycle takes like 40 minutes to complete. Well, you're just getting into a good deep REM sleep or a good state of sleep when the alarm goes off again, and that's why you feel groggy. But if your snooze button was set to 40 minutes or whatever time allotted amount of time it is for a sleep cycle to complete, you would wake up feeling refreshed.
And then you just hit it again.
Exactly. And the cycle starts all over.
Right.
But it was really interesting. I need to go down that rabbit hole.
Sleep is a fascinating thing to go. If you go down that rabbit hole, it's pretty.
And I love it.
Yeah, I know.
love to sleep.
I know. I'm a big sleep advocate.
You know what doesn't make sense to me?
I don't get nearly enough of it though. Unfortunately,
there's this thing about if you go to bed, if you stay up late and then sleep late during the day, there's this assumption that you're a lazy person. But you're literally getting the same 8 hours of sleep that someone who goes to bed at 9 and wakes up at 5.
Yeah, I know.
Isn't that just
It is weird.
stupid?
I usually have a regular sleep schedule, but during the summer, I turn into a night owl. Like, from my sleep schedule during the summer when
I think everybody in high school does that.
Oh yeah, I did too.
Oh man, me and Daniel Buchanan had this thing. Shout out Daniel. I hope you're doing well, buddy. We had this thing where during the summer where we'd sleep till 2. That was our whole point.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
That's awesome. Sleep till 2.
Sleep till 2. We'd roll out at 2, go play for a while.
Yep.
Come back in, stay up till 2, sleep till 2.
12 and 12.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. 12 on, 12 off.
usually the schedule whenever I stay up, really, especially down in summer. Most of the time it's more prevalent when I'm down Wilmington. My sleep schedule completely flips. I will go to bed when my grandmother's going to work and wake up at 5 p.m.
Yeah, I know.
It is the best thing ever.
It's really not. but that's okay.
I find a lot of fun in it.
It's really, I mean, it's fun, but it's really not. And Rebecca, I'm right there with you. My sleep schedule is wrecked too. I worked third for a long time, and I finally got off third shift. Have you ever worked third shift?
Yeah, but I worked third shift in tandem with a regular job.
What?
Yeah, and then when I was going to college, me and a buddy of mine ran a janitorial cleaning service. So
Dude.
we had contracts on like several big office buildings.
Dude. How did you do that?
Not well, my friend.
That sounds
Well, I did
terrible.
well, but
I'm sure you did well,
Took a
but-
toll on my body.
Golly, man. Wow.
Yeah, I remember. I thought about this story for some reason the other day. We we also did like high end. We did like construction cleaning after like new houses were finished or whatever.
Yeah.
And big remodels and stuff. We got hired to clean this big giant remodel of a really old house in Montreat.
Mm-hmm.
And we were in there, and the last thing we would do before we walk out the door is we would clean of course, bathtubs and stuff during construction get all kinds of crap in them.
Oh,
There's
yeah, yeah.
Have you ever been on a job site?
Yeah, yeah.
Unless you take really good care of them, they're going to get filled with junk. And so the last thing we would do is we would clean the bathtubs out, but we would do it with lacquer thinner.
Right.
Because it takes everything all
yeah.
the stains off and everything like
Yeah.
that. And it was in these really enclosed like bathrooms with no ventilation. It's like they were like interior bathrooms. We were down in there breathing it. We were tired. We'd been working. We'd done all day doing the janitorial cleaning.
Right.
And went in there and did that. And we were
Hallucinating?
higher than a kite, dude.
Yeah.
And it was pouring the rain. And I dropped my buddy off at the time. He ended up falling asleep and waking up riding the guardrail down the road. Just
Oh my gosh.
And then I started seeing things somewhere around. I was going back to Spruce Pine. It was like a holiday or something. We were trying to get it all done, and I was going back to Spruce Pine. I remember coming through Marion down there, through Old Fort, and that's when I started seeing things like cars that weren't there.
Jeez, dude.
And then I remember the pinnacle of it is you come up the mountain, you turn right there, and there's that welcome to Spruce Pine sign.
Yeah.
The Grim Reaper was beside. Yeah, it was beside the sign. Like,
He was waiting on you, man.
dude.
He was waiting on you, dude.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Death was waiting.
That was, from then on, we always wore ventilators. I didn't know it could make you hallucinate like that. It was bad, dude.
Did you flip him off? Did you flip off death?
I think I probably did. Yeah,
Probably should have.
Yeah, I probably should have.
Probably should have. Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Flip off that light behind you. Let's see what. Let's change things up here and see what this looks like with just the studio lights on, so we can go back and check that out, because I'm interested to see what it'll look like.
It's not bad.
Turn or burn. No, it's not bad.
I particularly like the gas camera like this.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, that's not bad. Whoa, Noah. You're going crazy with the camera switch.
When you go to the gas camera, oh, there you go. Boom.
Nope.
Sorry, I know there's a delay. So.
There it is. Huh.
I was just
Yeah.
looking at it.
Make the gas look better.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the studio lights.
Makes it better on my eyes, Becky.
It does. It really does. I don't know. I like this. I like this. So, we got a website coming up. We're going to have merch soon, too.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
That'll be fun. I think I'm going to make some t-shirt designs with our favorite quotes on it. Our quotes that we say.
Yeah.
Mine's going to say
Yeah.
Just,
I think we ought to do. It's a great way to stay in shape.
And it's a great way to stay in shape.
That needs to be it.
It does. It does. No, we'll have t-shirts, website. Oh, I want to go back to the after show. I want to talk about it a little bit more.
Oh, can I say something about when you said t-shirts? It reminded me.
Yeah, go for it.
I've been telling people if they'll give me, or not give me, I'll buy a t-shirt. I need local business t-shirts. You can get a little bit of free advertising. I'll wear them on here.
You're absolutely right, Rebecca. We are going to use Big Al's Pack and Ship to send out our merch.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
100%.
Big Al's Pack and Ship, Off-Road Road.
I went by and saw him. I didn't tell you that.
Yeah, he texted me
Did
your
he?
number. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how he got my number. I figured that was how.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went by and saw him.
Anyway,
Drop off the URL.
back to the t-shirts.
Yeah. Oh no, I was gonna. Yeah, if any local business has a T-shirt, I don't know. I've already worn a couple with some themes. This guy's a rapper that comes down to the moon dust.
Yeah.
From time to time. He's really cool, really good. Landon Wordswell, cool guy.
Wordswell.
Wordswell.
I like that.
Yeah.
Is that his real last name?
I don't know.
That'd be cool.
I do
if it
not
was.
think so. I
don't
bet
think it
that's probably a stage name.
Bet so, but that'd be
He's
great.
excellent.
Yeah.
He's on Spotify and YouTube.
Check him out, everybody.
Got some sick music videos on YouTube too.
Landon Wordswell.
Yep.
Check him out.
Yep.
Check him out. Yeah, we are going to use Big Al's Pack and Ship. Oh, we're going to have merch, but the after show. I'm really excited about the after show because that's where we're going to say all the stuff that we can't say on YouTube. We're going to, like I said, it's going to be completely uncensored. We're not going to be beholden to any kind of advertiser or anything. It's going to be a 100% free speech zone. And we can really delve into a lot of issues that, and not that we don't say what we want on the air. We do. We absolutely speak our mind. We don't hold back. But YouTube does punish its creators when certain words are said. I mean, whether we like to talk about it or not, that's just the reality of the situation.
And it's not the words you would think it would be.
Yeah, it really isn't.
No.
Pull that mic close to you there. That's all right. There you go. We need the ASMR, that Chase ASMR.
No. No.
It isn't the words that you would think that they are, but there are certain words and certain things on YouTube that you can't talk about. So I have another video service that is going to host our channel, or not our channel, but our videos for our private website. And if you want to support us, the best thing you can do is to go sign up as a member. I'll have all that worked out here shortly, what that's going to entail. But what's up, Sam? Make a t-shirt that says, "You'll have them on the big job." You'll have them on that big jobs. You'll have them on those big jobs.
You should put on a shirt. What was that I said earlier? Like, be wait patient.
Be wait patient.
Be wait patient.
Yeah.
Be wait patient, man.
All of our, that's what we'll do. Our shirt shtick is going to be just all of our grammatical errors.
Yeah.
Our quotes.
We're going to have quite a blooper track trying to record those stupid intros.
Oh, dude, I've saved all of them. I've saved all
there's
of
some
them.
good ones.
They are. Yeah, the intros are hilarious, which is weird because when we do it live, when we do the live streams, it's fine.
I know.
We do
because
fine.
you feel obligated or something. I don't know. This is a weird cycle. I'm getting better with it. But
You
it's
are. You know, you do.
It's
You're
a
doing
weird
great.
psychological kind of thing.
It is. I like the beanie. You going for the Tim Pool look?
No. No.
I'm sorry. I do. I don't know, man. Civil War.
No. Not that.
You seem so offended.
No, I'm not offended. It's just...
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm Milquetoast Fence Sitter Civil War. You want to talk about some graphene, dude?
No, thanks.
No, I'm good on that. I'm good on graphene. Graphene. What a weird thing. That show boggles the mind. No.
You talking about daphne?
No, graphene.
What's that? I haven't heard that.
Graphene is a element that there's a dude on Tim Pool's show that the long-haired guy with glasses.
Oh, yeah.
He talks about graphene all the time, like it's the answer to all the world's problems.
What is graphene?
It's some kind of, I guess it's a metal, maybe some kind of heavy mineral. But I don't know. He says they're going to do everything with it. It's going to be the answer to the world's problems. Semiconductors, superconductors. It's going to do cold fusion.
Hell no.
It's
We're
going
using
to
them quartz chips, baby.
You damn right we are.
Yeah.
Using them quartz chips. No, I don't know. He goes off on these weird tangents about it. And if you're out there, and I know you're not watching because this is a small podcast and you're a big YouTuber on a big show, but man, lay off the drugs, dude. Really? Derails conversations constantly with graphene. Like, they'll be talking about like this really in-depth political stuff, and he will literally just start talking about graphene.
Some inroad back to graphene.
It's like, what?
People get obsessed with it. That's not the only time I've ever seen YouTubers. There's a lot of them that harp on and on about certain things.
Yeah.
You're like, golly, dude, we've talked about this a million times.
Right.
You know,
Ad nauseum.
But I'd imagine if you talk that much,
You're going to repeat yourself.
you're going to repeat yourself.
Sure.
Know? You have to be all right with that, I think.
How many people would watch if we did a marathon stream? Like a long
like a
one.
subathon?
Yeah. Yeah, if we did like an
I
8
think
or
those are only good on Twitter.
Twitter.
Twitch.
We'd have to do it for like an event or something.
We would.
Maybe we can go live at one of the festivals downtown.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
We could
That'd
do
be
that. Yeah, because it would be really hard to sit and talk for 12 hours.
I probably could.
Oh, I'm sure
I'm the
could.
mouth of the South, baby. But
I still think it would be a good idea. Like, if we get big enough, the more people donate, the longer it'll go on for.
Well, I don't know.
what about donation streams? It seems a little too twitchy for me.
Yeah, I'm good on that. I think you'll stay away from stuff like that.
It makes you look like a grifter, kind of.
Yeah, it does. No, I mean, I'll absolutely do that for my music channel. If you want to donate and request a song, I'll play it, sure. But as far as this
I think
kinda,
those things are cool.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
But as far as this kind of stuff, or just like donate just because I'm talking to you,
Yeah. Donate to a charity, not to.
not not to a Twitch streamer who's
Right.
playing World of Warcraft or whatever those hipsters do.
Hey, I like World of Warcraft.
Get off my lawn. Noah's over there cringing because he's like, okay, boomer.
The fact you mentioned WoW to begin with,
Yeah.
that game is like 14 years old.
Okay, Zoomer.
Yeah. Let's not get started on that. No, I've got strong opinions.
Yeah.
I have very strong opinions. Bud. If you want to go in, we'll discuss
fact
which
you-
expansion was the best if you want to, bud.
I never was a fan of World of
I've
Warcraft.
played it since the beginning.
Really?
Yes.
You big WoW guy?
I mean, I used to be more of a WoW guy. I don't have time.
Right.
It. WoW is a giant time sink. And
Oh,
they've tried
I'm
to
sure.
make it less so. And I love that.
Mm-hmm.
But in doing so, they watered down the game, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They tried to make things more of a convenience and less of involved, but
Mm-hmm.
but I don't, you know how people are. Everybody's going to complain about something, so
Oh, sure.
no.
I like the new studio lighting. I think this is a good change. We'll tweak it a little bit.
Skyrim.
Rebecca's over here like, play it Skyrim. Fusoda!
Skyrim
I love Skyrim.
is. I'm gonna look.
Noah's
that
a
up.
gamer snob.
I'm gonna look that up. Actually, I don't know how old Skyrim is.
It doesn't matter how old it is. I mean, Jimi Hendrix music is super old, but it's still freaking amazing.
I just want to know.
I bet it came out in
Skyrim?
2010.
I was going to say the 2010s. 20-teens.
Oh, excuse me. Good grief.
Dude, I know I'm over here.
November 11th, 2011.
Oh,
We're
look
close.
at us. Yeah, look at us. Remembering when things happen.
No.
Good for us. We haven't slidden into dementia yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. It's all them green beans and taters and pinto beans. Keep you sharp and on your toes.
McGee commented, many hours. Is there like a small World of Warcraft Spruce Pine community that I don't know about?
Probably.
Probably, yeah. There's
It
a lot
can't-
more people play it than
Huh.
you think.
It came out on Rebecca's birthday, and Sam said 11/11/11.
Yep.
Wow. Interesting.
I think I need to get invested in the Spruce Pine WoW community.
Man, you
Hey.
go for it. You got a gaming channel. That's all you.
You know what? I might just do that.
That's all you. I am. I don't know. But I'm not a gamer. I never was a
Right.
gamer. The only my small and short foray into video games was when I bought a PS4 and played Call of Duty campaign mode. Went all the way through it, like in one semester of college, and that was
Yeah.
it.
I still think that you should do father and son play blank. That should happen.
father and son play a video game,
Yes, I still think that'd be great.
and son just makes fun of father because he's like running around, running into walls.
I've never been an FPS guy. All those
Yeah,
Call of Duty and
I'm definitely more of an FPS shooter guy than I am the
role playing.
yeah,
games
role
and
plays.
stuff.
But that's video games. I don't know. Video games never have been my thing.
I love MMOs. MMOs are my
Yeah.
favorite.
I
type.
agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those
Wow.
are my favorite.
What a rabbit hole! Video games. That's a good rabbit
I played
hole.
Destiny.
is.
Destiny's kind of like that, except it's a first-person
Oh,
shooter as
me
well.
and me and Destiny 2 have a very hate and love relationship. I've sunk in thousands of hours into D2, and I both love it and hate it, personally.
Why do you hate it?
Because I've been doing the same monotonous, repetitive grind for 3 years, and still haven't managed to get bored of it. But now I'm in a stage where I'm like, I'm finally bored of it, and I've moved on. Not completely. I'm not completely retired yet, but I've considered moving on, gaming-wise, to other things, branching out and playing other things that I think are interesting.
Well, and it's a great way to stay in shape.
Recently, kind of continuing to go that rabbit hole, I recently picked back up a game called Warframe, and this game is 13 years old and still is one of Destiny's only contenders.
Dude, one of the best games ever, and I mean, it's super old. Super old. I don't even know how old it's got to be. Gosh, forever old. Poker.
Poker.
Really?
Actual poker. How old is poker?
Oh God, poker.
I'll find out.
When was poker invented? Huh.
I mean, for sure, back in like
I mean,
what the
Mel Gibson played,
1800s.
what was the Maverick, the movie where he played
Yeah.
the gambler before he started being all anti-Semitic and weird.
Early 19th century.
Huh. I figured he was
So
older than that.
1800s.
1800s.
Yeah. That
Interesting.
makes sense.
Yeah, I guess. That's about the time that Mel Gibson was a cowboy.
Cowboy Mel. Everybody knows him.
Oh, yeah. Everybody knows him.
You know, at lunch we've started playing things like blackjack and stuff like that at
Good.
the lunch table.
Good. I
Good
feel
for
like
you.
your generation needs that. I don't know why, but I feel like they
Alex
need that.
just brought a deck of cards.
I think Ryder and his friends play Uno and stuff. And, what's the other one?
Oh, man.
I once got 4 Yahtzees in one game. Now go figure on that now.
Dude, I have no clue.
Do you know what the odds are of getting 4 Yahtzees in one game? Dude, it's like
Winning the
astronomical.
lottery?
Dude, I struck gold that day.
You know, on my podcast, shout out to shameless plug here, the Greasecast, we played board games while doing the podcast. I thought that was pretty great.
What'd you play?
A Southerners of Catan.
Ooh, I don't know what that is.
Never was a board game guy either.
I'm
You
not
ever play
much,
a little
but
Life?
I find it fun.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, Life.
Yeah.
Monopoly, obviously.
Monopoly, yeah.
Yeah.
Monopoly and Battleship were the two that I played the most.
Oh, Battleship's fun.
Battleship was awesome, dude.
Battleship was sick.
I had an electric battleship.
Oh, yeah, I did too at one point.
Yes.
We've been going for almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
That's 8 to 10 is the usual live stream. 11, 11, 11. I wonder if can you make a wish on 11, 11, 11?
You
Like,
might,
I feel
you
like-
might explode.
I feel like that if there was any time to make a wish, that would have been it.
That probably would have been it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It would have been better if it was 1000, the year 1001,
I wonder.
It was like all ones.
Well, first of all, I'm glad that I smell a HollerCast D&D campaign.
I could probably set that up.
Oh man, I'm good on the D&D.
There is a D&D community.
There is. Yeah.
Bethany Channel was trying to start. She texted me about that, asking
Really?
if my kids were into it. Which
Golf
I assume
courses
she.
with
So she
Tom
does
Waits.
the chess club. So I assume
Yeah.
she's doing something with D&D as well. I need to ask her about that.
Yeah.
We were actually, I was talking to my buddy Alex. We were talking about starting a D&D club at the high school.
Huh.
I think it should happen, personally. They'd be cool.
I don't think I could do that.
I can't do it.
As a person who has been in like literature and roleplay stuff, I've done all that. That's right up my alley. But I just never dabbled into
The
it.
brave bard Bartholomew finds his way down to the bridge.
I challenge you to a duel. Why do they all have British accents?
I
That's
don't
what I want to
know.
know. Like,
What if a character in D&D was like, "Yo, man,
what's up, dude?
what you doing, dude? I'm gonna go down there."
Oh, why do they all have British
A
accents?
Southern D&D campaign.
Oh my, a Southern gangster D&D, like the white kid gangster wannabe.
Yeah,
What you saying, man? Huh? What you doing, man?
modern day D&D. That's what they need to do.
Yes.
It's a bunch of like politically correct, very inclusive, diverse, and
inclusive, and oh man, just the Zoomer newspeak. I wouldn't understand a word they're saying.
I don't know.
They'd be like, bet, and I'd be like, yeah, $50. And they'd be like, what?
Talking about fam and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bet fam.
Bet.
I'm like,
Sure.
I'm not
Shoot.
a part of this conversation. I've excluded myself from this.
Yeah, we're making fun of you, Zoomers.
Speaking of which, do you remember this?
Oh,
Remember what that's from?
why do I feel like that's from Ace Ventura? But it's not, is
Take
it?
it apart. You may remember. Remember Legends of the Hidden Temple on Nickelodeon?
Dude,
That's the guy from Legends of the Hidden Temple.
it is. What? I was on a Nickelodeon game show when I was a kid.
Really?
Really?
With Wayne Brady. He was the host.
No joke.
Don't you remember I brought the cassette in? I brought the videotape into band, and Mr. Drum played it for the whole class.
Maybe I do remember
He was like, "Is that the same kid that wears a black T-shirt now, wearing a black T-shirt then?" And I was like, "Yeah, ha 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 ha," and I'm still wearing a black T-shirt.
Shout out Mr. Drum, dude.
Oh, the drums are amazing people.
I loved him.
The drums are amazing people.
Tim and Sharon.
Tim and Sharon.
Sharon.
Hope they're doing well. Yeah, I love them both. They're great people.
Yeah, they are great people.
Mm-hmm.
We had a great time with them.
Dude, band was awesome.
Band was cool back
It
then.
was so cool.
I've got a thing to say. And someone in chat, I recommend watching Harmon Quest with Dan Harmon and Jeff Davis from Whose Line, casual, goofy D&D.
Okay.
People from Whose Line it is anyway. Whose Line is
Whose line?
Whose Line is it anyway? Do D&D now? That's a thing.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
That's
Speaking of
hilarious.
Wayne Brady,
Yeah. Speaking of Wayne Brady, I saw Whose Line not long ago live. They were in Nashville.
really?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
a big Who's Line guy?
Oh, dude.
Are you a
love it.
Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune guy?
No.
Jeopardy and Will?
Just Whose Line. Because it's funny.
Yeah.
The other two make me think, and that's
It's not really.
scary.
I guess it is a game show, but it's always between. The
Yeah,
two
it's a comedy
Yeah.
like sketch kind of improv show or whatever, and yeah, the other two they make me think, and I just when I watch TV, I want to turn that off.
people. I saw this Family Feud. You know, Steve Harvey. By the way, Steve Harvey is hilarious as
Oh,
the Family
yeah.
Feud guy.
Yeah,
And it was this British family that was on there, and the question was, what's something that would be critically missed at a wedding, or something like that? Like, what's something that the wedding would be ruined if it wasn't there?
right.
And he said, pasta. And now he's like, I told y'all you don't eat at a wedding. That's at the reception or whatever afterwards. And he's like, no, a pasta.
The pasta.
He's like, a priest. And he's like, and it dawns on
Yeah.
Steve, and he's like, oh.
I told y'all eat after. Steve.
That was funny, dude.
Steve
I love him.
Harvey's awesome.
He is cool, man.
He's based.
Yes, he is
How
bad.
much money to get Steve Harvey on this show?
I'd say probably quite a bit. He's got some pretty hefty
Steve
fees.
stays pretty busy, I think, too.
Yeah.
He
shooting.
hosts everything.
He does. He does. Like, that man gets around.
He does almost as much as Shaq does.
Yeah, Shaq gets around in the sports stuff, man.
He does.
Shout out
Shaq
Shaq. He
does
just had
everything.
surgery.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you have done?
I don't know. Something probably. I think it might have been something with his back or something.
That's not surprising.
Could be wrong. Yeah.
That's not surprising. I figure if anybody's gonna have like back and knee issues, it's gonna be Shaquille O'Neal.
I think so.
Because I mean, that's just a giant of a man.
God,
He
he's
makes
so
water
big,
bottles look like micro in his hand.
Yeah.
I love. There's this series of memes of like Shaq holding normal things, and it makes them look tiny.
Dude. Yeah. Have you seen the dude with the big hands and the big arms? Like
No.
they're abnormal. He's got some sort of like, I don't know if it's a
Some kind of
genetic thing or
Yeah.
something like that, but his like arms and his hands are enormous, and it's not like he's disproportionate necessarily to it.
Right.
Like it may be some form of like selective like gigantism or something.
Right.
But his hand like
like he's got
a regular
Andre the
pop
Giant.
bottle looks like he's holding one of them mini.
Really?
You know,
That's
it's crazy.
wild.
Yeah, it's very crazy. This is the reason we have to be able to pull it up. Can we pull up on the stream?
Yeah. Yeah, we can pull up on the stream.
We don't necessarily.
What am I
have to do
looking up?
that. Guy with big arms. He's all over the place.
Man with giant arms.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can pull it up.
It's just a bunch of images of ripped men.
If I'm big arm guy.
Big
That
arm
might be
guy.
a little bit of a generic search.
Yeah.
I've never been good at Google.
Rebecca says he might come on. I've seen a clip of Steve Harvey talking about how beautiful the Blue Ridge and Smoky Mountains are. All right, well, Steve Harvey, come on the show.
Yeah, it's just the images of really ripped men.
Well, that's okay.
I think your cats are.
Do what?
If you look up big arm guy, it's the first guy.
Okay, I see it. Look up big arm guy, Noah.
That's what I've looked up.
All right, dude's wearing a gray shirt.
He's also in the fourth picture as well.
If I go to images.
Yeah, go to images.
Oh, yeah, this dude.
Yeah, I knew you
Uh-huh.
would know him. Look.
Let me
You don't have to put it on the thing over there. Okay, yeah. All you have to do, Noah, is just hit desktop and bring it up on the HollerCast screen, and it'll show it on the stream.
Dude has got some mitts, dude.
Holy cow.
Desktop. Oh, yeah.
All right, now just drag it up onto the HollerCast screen there. Just drag it up.
Yeah, this dude's got some ginormous arms.
Golly.
He is
Whoa.
insane. I saw this dude on my Snapchat, and I was like, oh my, his arms are giant.
Them are some
Wow.
mitts. That's like he could compete with like a grizzly bear for the size of the mitts.
He could 1v1 a kangaroo and actually win.
Okay, pull. Yeah, there you go. I start saying pull the image up to where you can see it. That's crazy. There's another picture of him somewhere where he's like holding something.
The rest of these guys are just jocked.
I don't really want to
Jacked dudes.
Click on the HuffPost article there. Just click on the link there. Meet the champion arm wrestler who's Minnesota's very own Popeye. You'll actually have to go up to the thing to click on it.
Trying it out.
Hang on.
Scroll up.
I'm scrolling. Nothing's happening.
Sorry, go up with the mouse. Take the mouse cursor up to the screen. There you go.
Oh, wait. I gotta actually... Oh, there we go.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, click that. Bring up the article so you can find out dude's name. Golly. Jeff Daby. Okay, now you can just search Jeff Daby. And that should bring him up.
19-inch forearms.
Go to images.
We can actually play videos on here of him, too. Golly.
He's a monster.
Them big old mitts, man.
That's insane.
Look at them hands, bro.
So he's an arm wrestler.
He's one of the best arm wrestlers in the world.
Well, obviously. I mean, he has highway off-ramps for arms.
Look at this back picture of him. Go back up a little bit. Right there. Go to that one.
Which one?
This the one with him wearing jeans.
Where he's just walking away. Golly, that's crazy.
Dude, look at them arms, man.
That's crazy.
He could crush a human skull, probably. Wouldn't be surprised.
That's wild.
Isn't the human body incredible?
Yes, it is incredible.
It is incredible. You know, that's the one equalizer. Like, I feel like society puts such a value on physical appearance, but studying anatomy really showed me that anatomy is really the great equalizer among all humans, because the body is disgusting.
Rebecca says, I don't think that guy was born to be anything else but an arm wrestler.
That's true.
That's accurate, yeah.
I wonder what size ring he wears.
Oh, I don't even want to know.
27? I don't know. I just made that number up.
I believe I'd walk out if my gynecologist was Bill. That's funny, Rebecca.
It's like, yeah, I'm good. I'll just, no, I'm good. Wow.
That might be a good way to end this thing, actually.
Yeah, I think it is. It is. Well, we went to it's 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
It is time to go, unfortunately. Man, I hate that. That makes me sad. But I have work to do after this. I have to upload Thursday's episode and do some more editing and stuff for the next week. So, everybody, thank you so much for just hanging out with us. This has been a really informal kind of just hang out, and we've really enjoyed this. And we'll do it every Tuesday. Sometimes we'll have guests on where we talk about certain things, but
I'd like to try to have a guest most of the time.
I would too. I
think there'll be some times with me and you.
Sure.
I would love to. I want to get people, just regular people involved.
That's
like
the whole
somebody
point.
You don't necessarily want to, or just want to feel like they got something to say.
Yeah.
Hey, come and hang out with us. That'd be super fun.
We would love it. And yeah, awesome, Rebecca. We want you to catch it and come up, be on the show too. Come talk to us. Come hang out with us.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Matt, you too. Everybody's welcome on the Tuesday live stream. That's the whole point of the Tuesday live stream. Everybody's welcome. Just reach out to us and we'll set it up. So I want to thank Noah for being our producer. Thank you so much, Noah. We really appreciate you. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We really appreciate you. We're really appreciative of our sponsors.
Yeah, thanks, Big Al and Tony at Moondust Lounge for taking care of us. Again, if you got to ship a package, go see Big Al.
Yeah.
He'll take care of you. I'm using the U-Haul. Tomorrow I'm using his U-Haul stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, he was kind enough to let us drop that U-Haul off there, which is really nice.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah. He does U-Haul.
Yep.
U-Haul,
Full
DHL, FedEx, UPS.
And check out Moondust. If you guys haven't been down there, you really do need to go down there. I really like what Tony's doing.
It's awesome.
He is a professional sound engineer, and he has that room in there sounded incredibly good.
It is
lots of great live music, and I know, now that we're getting back into the spring, things are kicking up. People are getting out, looking for a place to go. It's a great time. Good drinks, good people, good music. And good variety too. So
do they serve food there?
They do a people's dinner on Monday night where everything's free.
Everything's free. Yes. Yeah.
And he doesn't do, a lot of full service food, but pizzas, occasionally some tacos. He usually has something there.
Yeah. Awesome. Yep. That's incredible. And it's all free. I saw that advertised on
Mondays.
He was plugging that on Facebook yesterday.
Kind of a local appreciation night.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. We really hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to like, subscribe, smash that notification bell. That really helps. And you're notified when we upload content or when we go live. We're going to be doing live streams every Tuesday from 8 to 10-ish. And we're going to have our pre-recorded podcast every Thursday at 8 o'clock. You can join us here on YouTube. And until next time, peace out, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.